It's actually kind of chopping around it, but now it's getting some strength. We are definitely on the upswing. After we had a huge launch and then another huge pullback. Let's go to the... All right, so that was Sunday. We went all the way up to 953. Hard sell-off. It just dumped. Found support. Let me get this set up. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Here. Going. The Nasdaq's going too. No, it's not. I was looking at Bitcoin. Never mind. Bitcoin. Gold flat. Nasdaq flat. So the opportunity right now is in crypto. So this is the weekly VWAP here. This is the monthly. Let's make this one clear too. Monthly. All right. So this is the monthly upper band, weekly upper band, intraday upper band, weekly VWAP. So we're in between it all. And we found some good support and we're trending up. So I would expect we're going to get up to 440, 641. Now, how long it takes to get there is the question, right? That's about $30 away. If we do pull back, I'm going to add more. I'm going to look to position myself for the leg up. I'm trading on, this is the VWAP Wave toolkit, right? So when we're in green, we're in price discovery. We're above all the VWAPs, the intraday, the weekly, the monthly. And, you know, we're in a balanced market, but to the upside on the higher time frames. Let's see if I can pull in some volume nodes. I think these are turned off. Let's get the composite in the last 5 sessions, and we'll enable the low volume nodes. And see what else we get. You know, these are a little loud. I'm going to make these a little lighter. This is intraday. I'd like this to be blue. Blue. And then 5. And this can be purple. And this needs to be like... there. You guys watching anything out there? I'm long Ethereum at 93. Looks like we're breaking out to the upside still. I'd like to get it at least a 43, at least a 40. It's my upside target. We do have a bit of a low volume node here at 18.5. So I'm up in my breakout account, not by much, nothing crazy. I only bought one because I didn't like my entry. I wanted to get in. Got it right there. I'm just up 15 bucks. I mostly trade short term, CAG. I actually, with my longer term stuff, I do, well, here we go. All right, let's keep going. You know, I do own Bitcoin. I do own XRP. I'm not a fan of holding altcoins or meme coins. You know, I traded Trump, I traded Fartcoin, all that kind of stuff. But when it's running, you know, I'm just trying to catch a quick move. I don't expect these things to go up for forever. So, you know, when there's something really hitting hard, I'll catch momentum. But in terms of longer holds, it's essentially, you know, wish I would have bought more, man. This is turning out to be a great trade. We still have some upside to go. This is my cash account on BTCC. Actually, I also have a futures, a copy account where people copy my trades. I don't have many followers. I just started. Only got 4 people. I mean, this guy $13 today or yesterday. The copy trading? How do you copy trade me, or how do you become a copy trader? Look at this. Look at this move. You got to get approved by BTCC. Oh, yeah. So, you know, you just follow my link here. How do I do it? Man, we're running. I'm glad I caught that trade. Excellent trade here. We still have some more upside too. You know, I might take it and try and get in again lower. Bitcoin's going up too, quite a bit. I take it and look for a better entry. Might actually look for the short up here somewhere. Let's let it run a little more up to the upper bands here. I kind of like 55. Maybe I'll start scaling to a short. I have it set to the New York Open. You know, there's really no open in crypto, as you guys know. So I use the New York Open. I get the best levels. I find I get the best levels. All right, let's see. So this is my thing. Yeah, so Chucky, it's actually, you know, you can buy a portion of a coin. You know, you don't have to buy a full ether. You can buy, you know, half of one or a quarter of one. but there's also a lot of leverage. So it's 1-to-1, but you can buy a lot more with a lot less money. So it's super leveraged. Like you can trade, you can have like $200 in your account and trade a full Ethereum, which is, 4,000 something dollars. Now every penny in Ethereum, so if you buy one Ethereum, right, it's $4,629.60 or whatever. If you buy one Ethereum, every time it goes up $1, your account goes up $1. If it goes down, and now if you have two Ethereum, for every dollar it goes up, your account goes up $2. It goes down $2. So that's essentially the thing. But you get tons of leverage. You get like 50-to-1 or more, even like up to 500-to-1 leverage in crypto exchanges like BTCC. So if you sign up for BTCC, you can search me in the Trader Drysdale and the copy trading. You can find me in there. Hey, Yassine, I'm good, man. So balanced market means that buyers and sellers agree on price, and that's when you get rotational movement. Right? So when you're in balance, you trade like that, right? Price discovery, you trade like this. Right? We use the VWAP bands to tell whether we're in a balanced market or not. And then I have the indicator, the toolkit, that also helps with deciding that. Right now we are in a balanced market on the higher time frame. However, on the intraday, we're above the upper standard. So this is price discovery to the upside on the intraday chart. So for right now, on the higher time frame, we're in a balanced market. All right, if I were going to drop down to the all right, this is the 30-minute. All right, we're in a range for the last 3 days, right? So we have these higher time frame VWAPs that give us an idea of where we're at in terms of balance or price discovery. Works really, really well. I do like trading Ethereum. It's kind of one of my favorite coins to trade. I traded a lot of XRP, Solana. I would expect another leg up, so, I'm going to buy some more here. I don't think we're done to the upside. All right, let's see if this holds here. There's a lot of sellers. Somebody dumped a lot right up there. I'd like to see this hold for the long. Do I ever sleep? I do. I sleep a lot, actually, John. I sleep, and I sleep very well. I usually go to bed around 9 p.m. my time, Eastern time, and I usually wake up around 5:30. So That's usually over 8 hours of sleep. I mean, I'm a full-time trader, guys. This is what I do. It's how I make a living. I set the crypto for, I like, for the hours I trade, Dan, I like the New York Open IB. All right. Looks like we might have found a little support there. See if it can push up higher. Hey, Bullport Dan, you're on YouTube. Now you're here. I use the exact VWAP strategies that I teach, Dan. Nothing changes. It's all exactly the same. Now, crypto behaves a little differently. I think it can be a lot cleaner sometimes and a little more directional, which is nice. But the strategy remains absolutely the same. And I'm using Coinbase volumes, correct? Yes. It does. Yeah, all of the same setups are respected, Dan. It's crazy. All right, look where we found support on XRP. Look where we rejected. Look where we're finding support. It's wild. Starting to give up this move again. Yeah, absolutely. It's giving us the idea of where the business is being transacted, where the popular price is, and then they program their algorithms to trade around these levels as well. So we can see, an auction market theory just talks about how auctions trade in general, right? This is just how auctions trade. Coinbase, Roger. That does trading on BD follow the same thing? I found extra large wicks on B. It's pretty darn close. I don't seem to have much of a problem. See if Ethereum can find a bid here. I was looking for a pullback. I'm getting it. Let's see. So if I want to buy 1 Ethereum, so Tabusaur asks, how do you decide when to trade crypto versus ES and Q versus commodity? So I trade at different times. I trade futures and stock indexes in the morning for the open. So I don't trade crypto during that time because I'm so focused on the New York Open with stocks. So I'll typically trade crypto in the evenings and on weekends is usually where I reserve my crypto trading. I do pretty well with it. I am looking for a long. All right, I opened 1 Ethereum here. I'm in at 608. See if we can catch a bid. So I'm long at 608. See if we can get back up. The indicator is by Flux chart. Yeah, it's been asked a ton of times today. That's all right. Not a problem at all. I'll give you a link here. It is extra. Yeah. It's because I didn't develop it. Flux Charts developed it. So you can take a look at it. You know, it's not necessary. A lot of people like it. It's new. Yeah, it resets it to volume climaxes, like capitulation climaxes. So like this. So when there's abnormal volume, like there was here, it then sets one, and then it creates interesting, price points, and it has interacted well with it. There's a short there, long there, kind of held, trading in that channel for the most part, with other levels, IB, low, all that kind of stuff. A slow sell-off here. Awesome. Cool, Troy. I'll see you in the morning. We'll be here. I'm not thrilled with this sell-off after that big drive up. But if we were to continue this, kind of been rallying since the bottom here, which was Monday night at 9. First trade was better. Should have hit the short up there. I was waiting for it to go a little higher, but it's all right. I got about small stop, $20. All right, buyer stepped in there, and the sellers took right back over. So it can be a lot more directional, which is nice. You know, when it kind of moves, it kind of keeps moving in the same direction for a lot longer than normal futures, which is kind of nice. You can catch some good scalps on it. We got a light crowd in the audience tonight. Not a lot of crypto traders on a Tuesday night. Thursday was a lot busier. Anybody out there actually trading or just watching? Might add to my position if we go lower here. Still quite bullish. So we've had, you know, dips have been bought. And I'd like to see some buyers step in. It's been nothing but selling before I add to it. Going straight down. We went straight up, straight down. So this could be the spot it's looking to go to. Right here. We really don't want it to break below this swing low here. Then we got a low volume node right there. A bit of a bid there. Every attempt at buying gets sold right into it. They say this move back here was just a giant. Everybody was super leveraged to the gills and they just flushed everybody out. Now it's building back up. We're certainly on the upswing. I would expect us to get one more big push up to, maybe 660, 70s, and 80 is the low volume, the big low volume node on the composite. Nice, Tabu. How long you been reading the book for? Yeah, I'm long. I'm long ETH. I'd probably give it a little more than that, but I'll probably stop out and reposition down here. Keeps going. It's like XRP is reacting again right there. The bands. Buyers have just stepped into the market. Yeah, I wish more people would go through them. I'm a big fan of Ethereum and XRP, Chucky. Are my two favorites to trade. Wish more people would watch them. So, you know, probably just, I want to move my stop down here, but this is like an area I have more conviction in even, because this is a low volume node and upper band. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what I want to do yet. Kind of added it down here. So my average price is more like 602. Not uncommon, Island Boy. That you know, you might be over leveraged, afraid of losing money. Yeah. You know what they say, scared money don't make money. You got to be willing to risk it. You have to go in knowing how much you're willing to risk on a trade. I think that's a good idea, Chucky. I'd like to see the next wave up. I mean, this trend is on Bitcoin is still intact. The dips are being bought. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's not completely, there we go. It's not completely, oh, here we go. Heck yeah. Keep going, baby. See if we can get that next leg up. That would be awesome. So it's just a giant squeeze. They love to do that too. Well, you know, it's not like everything has to be scrapped. You know, I'm sure you learned a lot of good stuff. Back down to the low there. That was a big fake out. It depends on the market. Dabu, sometimes yes, sometimes no. The overarching trade idea is that, you know, we're in price discovery to the upside. We didn't quite get to upper band on the week or the month, and I expect it to test this area. This would be a kind of a final point for the balance. So I like the trade idea. It's just, it's not going directly to where I want it to go. I got to give it time and a little room, especially now. Right, but I see these as the two areas of interest right now, especially here and here. So I went long here, hoping that we'll visit here. And even if we did get here, I still see that. So we'll see what happens at 8 o'clock. Typically 8 o'clock, we get some good movement. Hopefully it's in my direction. Otherwise, I'll probably wrap it up. Last stream on Thursday was solid. I caught like 4 trades in a row in an hour on Ethereum. And that's recorded. You can go back and check that stream. But I was nailing trade after trade. I got the first trade was a green one. Now this one is just kind of, it's not doing much. It's not like it's gone against me terribly. It's just kind of hanging out here a little bit. But we're going to want to see a bounce here sooner or later because Bitcoin's been selling off since 7:15. We got that nice pop, and that was kind of the culmination. We've been going down ever since. We've had a nice trend up pretty much since 145. And they would need to buy this dip to keep it going. This could be the end. We'll see what happens at 8 o'clock. We got about 9 minutes. Got buyers trying again. See if they can try again here. Yes, Paul, you can anchor your VWAPs to everything, but it's not arbitrary the week or the month. Trust me, it's not arbitrary. I can assure you, if you look back at the levels provided from both the weekly, monthly, yearly VWAPs, you'll see incredible reaction to those, to not only the VWAP, but to its deviation bands. There's no denying it. It's a good question, Kag. I've never copy traded from someone before, but I'm pretty sure You go to copy, right? You find who you want to copy. Let's say it's this guy, Crypto Pro. Here's a guide here. So you can go over here. They don't just let anybody copy trade either. You got to get approved. Looks like it's trying to grind up again. Let's see if we can actually catch a bid this time. It's almost 8 o'clock. I'll find out more about this, CAG. I'm not entirely sure. I know I am trading. I know I have people copying my trades. I just started. I have about 5 people. This guy made $13, but I think I made this was different this morning. There was more profits from other people. I don't know if this is just today. These are my copy trades that I've posted that people have copied. So I don't know. Up 100%. Okay, let's see what happens here at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock usually does bring some action, so we'll see. Yeah, just a couple minutes away. All right, 3 minutes. So it keeps going up to that. There's a low volume node here. I think if we can get over, we'll be okay. But we'll see. No, they allow U.S. jobs. I'm U.S. resident. Paul, I'm trying an account. And it's not only copy trade. Now, there's other companies that do copy trading, but I'm set up on BTCC. All right, 90 seconds. All right, 1 minute. See if we get a influx here at 8 o'clock. We'll give it a little 5 or 10 minutes, and then we'll probably call it a night. I'll probably put a stop order in on these open trades, a profit target, and let it do its thing. All right, 10 seconds. Asia opens. 3, 2, 1, go. Nasdaq selling off. Crypto's doing nothing. Bitcoin's not doing well here. So now we have a new VWAP at 8 p.m. Here it goes. Lots of selling. All right. I'm just putting in some orders here. I'm probably going to actually just close this trade. I'm over it. $30 loss on that. Probably going to wrap it up here. So I made 10, lost 30, up 20, down 20 on the session. Not a big deal. I don't like the way it looks. That could have very well been the last high there. And in this entire uptrend that's been going on since Monday night. Of course. Unless they just flushed everybody out, probably. All right, guys, that's going to be it for tonight. There wasn't much, Paul. There was a long I took here. I covered pretty much at the top. Off this low volume node. All right, we broke into a new price discovery area. So I was long right here. And I covered there, pull back. I got long here again, and then just pretty much stopped out right there. So nothing too exciting. Win and a loss. All right, we'll be back at it Thursday night, 7 p.m. to join us again. See if we have some better action on Thursday. Had a lot more people last Thursday as well. And we'll be at it tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. For futures trading, 10 a.m. on YouTube, 9:30 a.m. in the Discord. If you're going to keep trading, manage your risk, stay sharp out there, traders, and we'll be back at it tomorrow. Have a great night.